Hey Aries, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your July tarot forecast. I'm going to take good care of you guys. We're going to get insight on every part of the month. We're going to divide the month in three and do the beginning, middle, and end, of course. And then I'm going to do tarot advice for you for each section at the very end of the reading. So make sure you stick around to the end. And I always encourage people to check this reading out, like their monthlies out throughout the month, because it makes more and more sense. So let's get right into it. Only take it if it resonates. Don't force anything. And we're only going to take the cards that volunteer themselves and fly out on their own. If you guys would like for me to pray for you, send you my good intentions, say hi in the comment section. If I can see you, I've got something to direct it towards. And I encourage everybody else to take care of each other and do the same. We can do that for each other. We can pray for each other. So beginning of the month of July for my Aries, we've got the Chariot card, the Hermit card flipping, kind of as a footnote. The Chariot card is very fast moving energy. So whatever we're about to find out, it's moving fast. It's moving with intention and no obstruction is going to get in its way. Queen of Cups and Knight of Wands, what? This looks like it could be a love reading, you guys. Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's get some more. Anything else here? Oh, Lord. So there are two people here. We've got Knight of Wands, which is fire energy, represents the fire signs of the zodiac. And we've got Queen of Cups. This could be a watery energy of a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. So these are two individuals that are complementary, but quite different from one another. One individual, such as yourself in this reading, is all about like that exciting, courageous, bold, confident action forward. And they enjoy the journey, the push forward towards something, whether it's a relationship or a project. They're fire, right? And Queen of Cups is somebody who is a little more subtle in energies. They're sensitive. They can be compassionate, empathic. They trust their intuition deeply. And they can be creative, right? So there's this chemistry between the two, whether it's a friendship or whether it's love. This looks really pretty fantastic. It's promises long-term happiness, whatever this combination is. So that your month of July is really off to quite a start. Very exciting. Makes me smile, makes me blush. Let's get a new deck and let's get on to the middle of the reading of the month. We're going to come back and revisit that in a bit, but month of July for Aries, middle of the month. What are the energies that want to make themselves known to my Aries? All right. So by the time we get into the middle of the month, we do have maybe finding something out that like, oh, you know, that might threaten the balance of this relationship, that like, oh, maybe it's not going to be happily ever after all because maybe you saw something on the internet or somebody told you some gossip or something, somebody said something that was like, you know what, maybe I just need to check back in on all my options. And there's a little bit of illusion attached to this, illusion energy of Seven of Cups. It's like, it's important to be discerning with this information and also just be aware of how powerful our imaginations can be. So there, I just want to say that. Let's get some more insight on this for middle of the month for my Aries. Because your month starts out so intensely, so then I could see you, somebody here pulls all their energy back. So basically they get scared. So you know when what goes up must come down. So this is what's happening in your month of July. It doesn't mean that it's legitimate though. For some of you guys, this is just all basically because you went so skyrocketing up with this chemistry and it was moving so fast, right? That it's almost this game that our brain and our hearts play together on us. It's like, oh, wait, this is too good to be true. Find the potholes. And if you search hard enough, you'll find some reason to withdraw all your energy because it's, oh, no, it's scary, you know? So that's fascinating. Anything else on the middle of the month of July? Flipping but not flying, we've got the Four of Cups. Month of July, middle of the month of July for our Aries. We have, yeah. So it's like you're going to have, somebody's going to have this temptation to cut out this chemistry, like cut out somebody and kind of leave them in the cold and be withdraw all that passionate energy. And it's based on something that they learned. I have to tell you guys, there is 7 of Cups attached to that. So it could be based on false pretenses. But it's just like, it's almost like a reflex, like a trigger reaction, just to preserve oneself. So brand new deck, let's get the energies for Aries. These have all been pre-shuffled with you in mind. At the end of the month, July, flipping but not flying, we've got the King of Pentacles. End of July for our Aries, here's our Queen of Cups again. Two of Cups with Queen of Cups. So that's partnership. Let's get some more out before I jump into this, like, this person's your soulmate. End of July for our Aries. What else? Page of Wands, keep an open mind. You've got detached. Somebody's got, I want to say you, but, I got to be honest. It might not be you. It could be somebody else. Really feels like you, though. Keeping an open mind is going to reattach you to your intuition here. Keep an open mind. They're different from you for sure. Hermit, getting reattached to your intuition because you really got thrown off. Okay, so basically you hear things are almost too good to be true. It's like this chemistry is moving forward so quick that it scares the shit out of you. It's like you're finding something to attach to, something you find on the internet or gossip. Maybe you hear something from somebody. Whatever it is, if you go looking for it, your imagination is going to fill in the gaps here, okay? So you pull in all that energy like, oh, hell no, I'm going to cut them out. I need to leave them out, in the cold. I'm going to cut off this energy. And then at the end of the month, there's just like some insight. You realize maybe you got detached from your intuition and there's just this chemistry. There's just this amazing chemistry with the Queen of Cups coming back up in your reading. We saw Queen of Cups right at the very beginning, right? I said Knight of Wands represents fire energy. Queen of Cups is that empathic, compassionate, creative, sensitive energy, much like a water sign. It's undeniable chemistry. Clarity on this Two of Cups. Clarity on this Two of Cups for our Aries. Yeah. And yeah, you're going to be waking up about it. But give yourself time. Four of Swords is all about like giving yourself time to get some insight, to get some perspective. Okay. So when things are rattling too fast with the Chariot, it's like this is you throwing the brakes on. It's just scaring you a little bit. And then you get back in touch with your intuition with the Hermit card. How cool. Very, very clear. Let's get these unpacked a little bit. So the beginning of July, I want to get advice for you from Tarot. Advice for our Aries. This is when the Chariot card has lifted both you guys off the ground and you're just flying towards the Ten of Cups. This happiness and oh my gosh, is this really happening? And it's idealistic and I could see long-term happiness with this person. So advice for our Aries. So there's a group of people here that are somehow not playing into your best. What's the word I want? There's some deception, basically. So this feels like somebody is not looking out for you. Somebody in your group of friends or something is actually like, they're not the friendliest. And there's deception attached to it. Seven of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if this individual or this group of people are the ones that throw doubt on you. They throw shade on the whole thing. And that's what sends you into kind of that spiral in the middle of the month of like, are you sure about this type of thing? Maybe they tell you something that throws doubt into it. But it's like, but the Magician is attached to it. So anyway, I think the Magician, this is our advice, right? So the Magician is talking about, I think that they might be threatened for some reason in regards to this chemistry you're going through. But you have attached to this the Magician and the Two of Wands, which is encouraging you to make new plans, find new people, or find people who are that don't have this sense of, there's a sabotage, there's a pulling the wool over one's eyes, feeling attached to this group of people. And so you're being encouraged to consider just moving forward with new plans, manifesting new plans, which is basically moving forward with this dynamic. Middle of the month for our Aries. Seven of Cups again, right? So, you know, each deck, there's no repeats of these cards. Ace of Pentacles, Justice, the Page of Swords on top of the Page of Swords. So this is when like tarot speaks so clearly that if I don't get this message right, I'm gonna be a total dork. Okay, Justice card. Things are being rebalanced. They're working out in your favor with the Justice card. That's Libra, that's balance. So keep in mind, everything is going to find its karmic balance. And somehow going into this extreme place in the middle of the month is very necessary, right? Like what goes up must come down. Like we need gravity here. And so it's not a bad thing. But tarot is pointing something out here. There's a pattern with your imagination. And before you get mad at me, Aries, it really has to do with self-worth. So when somebody sees your worth, it's almost scary. And when you see the worth in another individual, you are coming out of that pattern. Whatever this pattern was regarding, like probably that's when like the doubts will come in, or you imagine some other scenario like, oh, it can't really be this good. Like they are trying to screw me over, or I can't really trust them, or maybe they've got other options and they're just a player. So that really resonates in my body for your reading. And it's actually a pattern that you're getting an opportunity in the middle of the month to break through and see very clearly that no, what's scary is just that like, wow, somebody's really seeing the value in you, and likewise for this individual. But again, it's the rebalancing of this. Page of Swords, like that's whatever it is, going searching for that information, or allowing that information, whether it's through the internet or email or text or your friends gossiping, it came through for a reason. And it's because what goes up must come down. The gravity needed to play a role here. But also what was really insightful of the tarot to point out is like, this is actually an opportunity to break an old pattern of self-talk or running away from something that holds potential. Okay, that's just what tarot is saying. You can say screw this and turn it off, but if you're still here, I think that you see the value in it. All right, you guys, at the end of the month, we have this big coming back around, this soulmate energy. Like this person is your friggin' soulmate. Like they are the reason to your rhyme, and they're so different. But, you know, giving yourself the time to really contemplate this and go slower. Go slower. You've got two really slow energies here of the Four of Swords and the Hermit. So you can actually slow it down yourself, and you can keep an open mind. Get reattached to your intuition. All right. So what's our tarot advice for the end of the month? Wheel of Fortune. Things start turning in your favor immediately. Page of Rods on top of the Page of Rods. This is very abundant with the Empress. This person really finds you amazing, attractive. This is the Marilyn Monroe of the deck. Whether you're male, female, anybody in between, this is a massive attraction card. The Wheel of Fortune is bringing towards you somebody that you've been freaking praying for a long time. Sorry, the cats are trying to get in, but they're kittens and they'll just ruin this. They'll just run around and bite my hair, and so I got to kick them out. Yeah, so keeping an open mind, it's going to reattach you to your intuition. Page of Rods or Wands, the same, on top of Page of Rods. What's this Strength card in reverse? There is a little bit of magic coming through, by sticking with it, doing the self-work, sticking with it and questioning your own imagination or questioning this information that you're getting in, allowing yourself to slow down the energy and go forward safely and looking at it with perspective. That is the Nine of Rods. It might be kind of exhausting, but something special is waiting for you, and that's the Page of Cups. And that is the magical miracle maker of the deck. And it's playful energy, it's youthful energy, it's flirtatious energy. So you guys, I'm wishing you all the best. Check back in for, actually hit notifications if you want to know when I'm releasing the next readings. That'll be very soon. And talk to you soon. Bye.